Hey, what's up? Okay. Um, you guys, it's like 4 in the morning, and I'm gonna light a candle so you can see me. This is a candle I made. It is a like protect heart love candle. Um, and I'm probably gonna light other candles too because this is just really dark. So I'm gonna light a red candle. I don't really know where I'm gonna put it. As you can see, I haven't really thought this through. But it's okay. We're having a good time. The truth is that I can't sleep, and I love tarot reading, and I love finding out people's secrets. So, I thought that I would just do that instead. Um, I am up really late. Like, I only usually stay up till like 2, so staying up till 5 a.m. was a little different. But I don't know. I think I'm just gonna roll with it because I feel like I'm supposed to be up. Oh my gosh. But I don't want to burn myself. Oops. You guys don't know what I'm doing. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to put these candles on a surface. Where should I put them? I don't know. Probably on top of the jar instead of inside the jar. Yes. Yes, that's the way we're going to do it. So I'm going to see first if there's any messages for the collective to come forward. I ask that all the messages come forward in the highest good. I ask that they are balanced between the black sun and the white sun, and that they are protected by Archangel Michael and Christ. Alright, so as you can see, I'm lighting my candles. And before we start, I'm just going to look for any messages for everybody in this reading, because sometimes there's a collective message. I'm seeing a vision of like a doorway, a very pretty, it's almost like a cathedral, very clear, beautiful sort of courtyard morning. And there's this sense that like there's a purity to your soul, and that like sometimes our deepest secrets actually like lead us to our deepest joy, and that there's a sort of redemptive, almost like freedom quality in being able to really allow yourself to be free. Yeah, this is good. This is good lighting. I want to put it a little lower so you can see that it's like rainbow. Just kind of fun. Okay, so we're going to look at your deepest secrets. Um, okay, I could either use protective sigils as the choices, or I could use bay leaves. Um, I'm supposed to use the sigils. So I'm going to do that even though it's a little bit unnerving to me. So this is the first one. Oh, really? My guides just has something different. Okay, guys, it's gonna get a little freaky in here, okay? I'm gonna choose some strange objects for the choices, and I'm gonna get them, so I'll be right back. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so the first option is this really weird painting that I did when I was 16 of a vampire couple. Okay? What are your secrets? What are your secrets? Ooh, a vampire couple. The second option is an old married couple. They're so cute. I have absolutely no idea who they are, but they sit on my living room shelf all the time because they're so cute. I wish I could zoom in. I want you to see how cute they are. Do you see how cute they are? I got this photograph for like $5 at an antique store. Like, they're so cute. They're so precious. Anyway, so that's pile 2. And then pile 3 is this creepy little cat sculpture my mom gave me when I was a kid.
Hello. Do you want to know your secrets? I will tell you your secrets. Oh. Ha ha ha. Meow.
Wait, I don't know if that's how the cat talks. The cat's like, "Hi."
Hi, do you want to know your secrets?
Okay, it's late. It's really late, as you can see. So, so here is the first pile. Okay, does it ever happen to you where you're like in such a trance that you actually like forget that you're talking, and then you're like aware that you're talking? Oh my god, the candles fell. Does it ever happen to you? Because it happens to me a lot. And for a split second, I sort of like realized that I exist. Um, I'm sure psychologists would have a lot of things to say about that, but it's fine. This is a really big flame. You guys, I'm a Sagittarius. I play with fire all the time. And you should see it, it's pretty. Okay. So, pile 1. We are here today with you right now. Isn't that true? Very factual. I anticipate for this reading to be a little quick because I do need to go to bed, and I feel like this is a strobe light. Okay. So, I'm opening my deck. We're gonna see what's gonna happen here. Wow, pile 1. I'm getting some really interesting sensations. I ask that everything is in the highest good, that all the messages are healing portals for your soul, that they're balanced between the black and the white sun. So I feel like something about your secrets has to do with, like, one second, hold on. I think you're hiding your own mysticism from yourself. I think that on some deep level, like, you are trying to essentially protect yourself from the unknown. I was getting all these visions of like people walking by you like in crowds, in this sort of elusive way where they come and they disappear, and each person sort of represents like your soul. If for those of you who are worried, don't worry. This is safe. It is on top of a jar, and they're tiny birthday candles. So by the time the flame goes down, the flame's going to be right here, and then it's going to fall over. And if you stay long enough for the reading, you might actually witness that happen. Woo! But anyway, I will keep you posted with the candles. I just heard people going, "Oh my god!" Yeah, don't worry. I even though it looks really crazy, I actually sort of know what I'm doing. Anyway, so there's this elusiveness in your social relationships, it seems like, where on the really deep level, it's like either you don't know who you are, you don't know who they are, or you're absolutely mesmerized by them, or maybe all three. This is the energy of like a socialite. This is also the energy of an empath, or perhaps somebody who doesn't have the best I don't want to say best, maybe clear social boundaries. There's something here about your mind, like having trouble comprehending the boundaries in relationship. Um, which is what's interesting is that energetically, esoterically, like I see a lot of. Seriously? Okay, I get it. Okay, I apologize for that. I don't know why the fire alarm went off. It's not really that smoky in my house. I say while there's like literally a fire, but like there's nothing burning though. It's just incense and candles. So I feel like I should leave that on, like this part of the clip, because I feel like the fire alarm is significant to this pile. I don't really know why. So it's interesting because in the energy of it, I see like so much soft, subtle, gentle, and very subtle energy. And in the cards, it looks to me energetically a lot more sort of sinister and shallow. There's this energy of elitism, perhaps, and conquest, and almost manipulation socially. So I would say that your deepest secret, gathering from what I'm perceiving, is that maybe you're a bit of a social climber. Maybe you're a little bit manipulative when it comes to forming relationships. This might not be a bad thing. It might just mean that, like, you want to get ahead in life and you will do what you need to do to get ahead. Um, and it seems like you sincerely want that. Like, on a sincere level, you want to give your lineage a better future. Maybe some of you are immigrants, recent immigrants. And this isn't like I'm not saying that you're like a bad person or that you're doing anything wrong. Like, this is a valid way to exist. Obviously, every way of existing is important to the grand scheme of the whole. It seems like what it is that, like, some of you do this and it's right. Like, you're doing what's right. Like, you're trying to, it's almost like forging relations in this way where it's like if you're like in like a royal society, like your friendships are also political, and needing to be aware of that. And it's not necessarily a thing that comes from ego, it's a thing from like wanting to have a good social standing. I think maybe that's your deepest secret, is that on a very deep level, like, you're trying to have a good social standing. I don't feel any manipulative, like, nefarious tendencies here, but I do feel that there is a intentional way that you're trying to get people to see you in a certain light. It doesn't seem malignant, but it does seem a little bit exhausting. With the Seven of Swords here, it gives an air of a little bit of inauthenticity. It doesn't feel like you're a cluster B personality disordered person or anything like that. Somebody who's trying to manipulate for, like, their will and their goodness, and almost because they don't even know how to not. It doesn't feel like that. It feels more like you're really attuned to the social landscape of your circle and need to act accordingly to be in integrity to that specific landscape. Okay, anything else for me to know about this? You're trying to attract a mate, a partner. I don't know why I said mate, but came out was partner. With the Two of Cups, this seems like on a very deep level there's a need for a relationship. What's funny is that their face is actually kind of angry in this, so there might be a resentment building that you feel like you need to be a certain way to be in a relationship. But ultimately, the whole reason why you're acting this way and doing this sort of like social climbing or whatever it is, whatever feels right for you to receive, I guess. It doesn't really feel like social climbing as much as it just feels like acting the right way. And this might be your mind saying that too. You might be like, it's not social climbing. Ah! Okay, I'll just open up my front door. It's fine. Ask the angels to protect me. So that's that. I don't know if it's social climbing or not. And then there's one more card. Page of Wands and Two of Wands. So there might need to be like a course correction or a change of perception. It's important to be aware of the root of your intentions. I think with these two fire alarms going off, there is something behind this need to social climb. I think the truth of it is that on a very deep level, you don't know who you are. Alright. I just said something kind of deep. Oh, wait a second. No, there's no fire. I swear. There's literally fire right there. So maybe some of you have a problem being honest about how when there's smoke, there's fire, and there's a need to find who you are through trying to prove to people something, perhaps. Guidance for this. What is the guidance? The guidance for this is really doing some emotional work, working hard to really figure out who you are through how each external movement feels internally. Like, when you said that thing to that person, like, how did that feel for you? Did that feel good or did that feel bad? You know, what does it feel like when something feels bad in your body? Realizing that there's an internal and external dialogue going on, and that the outside part of you has a relationship with the inside part of you. They're not always the same person. How can these two sides of you get along? And that's what the nature of this work is. And then being able to allow yourself to feel grief and allow yourself to feel resentment and also allow yourself to feel the difference between this inner part of you and this outer part of you, knowing that, you know, if they disagree with each other, that's okay. There just needs to be a compromise. And in that struggle of making a compromise with your inner self and outer self, you might encounter like programming from your family or from society that feels kind of like you have to endure to like shift out of it. And that's part of the work. But if you're able to make those compromises and have those conversations with those two parts of yourself, like, you will find a way to sort of network in society appropriately and in a way that feels authentic to your soul. Some of you might be like really famous or just really well known in your specific social circle. So anyway, or maybe just well known in your mind. I don't know. I wish you well. I wish you well. And may you be blessed. And I believe in you and your process. Namaste. Okay. What did I do for pile number 2? Pile number 2 is the cute couple. Let's look at the cute couple again. Where's the cute couple? By the way, yes, there's fire here. It's okay. I'm safe, I promise. Eventually, in time, maybe in this reading, maybe the next one, the candles, which are actually tiny birthday candles, will go, the flame will go all the way down to the top of the jar, and it'll just kind of like, bloop, it'll just kind of, bloop, just go, you know. So it's fine. Don't worry. I'm safe. But the fire alarms did go off in my first reading client session. Hopefully they won't go off now, because the door's open, and I can hear the birds chirping. Okay. Wow, I'm a lot more emphatic for this group. This is the beautiful, adorable married couple. I think about them all the time. I'm like, what was their marriage like? Were they happy? Are they happy in this photo? The man looks kind of like, he looks a little angry. But like, maybe he's just, I feel like he's mad at the photographer because he's just trying to get the wedding done. He's just trying to get it done, you know? He's just, it's late. It's late. I haven't gotten a lot of sleep today. I mean, I slept today. I didn't sleep last night. I'm a Gemini moon. I have to talk for a million years. Okay, let's see what's going on with your pile 2. What is your deepest, secret? Shit, you guys. Oh my god, you guys actually have a lot of secrets. I did not expect this. Do you know what I just saw? I just saw like a rotting body in like a graveyard. And this rotting secret that's like secret, but it's alive and it's buried deep. And it reminds me of this, some of you are like, oh my god, you're so spooky. I know, I don't know how I'm spooky. Like, I'm not trying to be spooky. If you were in my house with me right now, you'd be like, oh man, this is such an insert not spooky house, you know? Like, I have some weird paintings. I get it. I have a salt lamp. But, like, you know, there's some skeletons on my wall. It's fine. But it's really, like, the lighting in here is so much brighter than you would think. I don't know why I'm saying this. Okay, I asked that all the messages come forward in the highest good. I asked that they are balanced between the black sun and the white sun, that they're healing pearls for your soul. So mote it be. And that they are protected by Archangel Michael and Christ. Okay. So, yeah, I really am feeling like there's actually some like real secrets that are like buried inside of your body or inside of your heart. I'm getting visions of like boomers. So I might have frozen. Hold on. So like some of you might be like older, like in your 50s, or maybe it has to do with somebody in their 50s. This feels like some really hardcore shit. Like, I'm just gonna pull some cards. My mind is judging this because I don't even know exactly how to say this. It feels like there's been something really intense that has happened, and I even get the sense that some of you might have even clicked on this reading just because you're like, "Are you a real psychic? Can you figure out my dark secret?" Well, yeah, dude. Like, I feel like I don't want to say this because it's like scary to say, but like I feel like maybe some of you like murdered someone or like someone like I'm like someone just got a little scared. I'm sorry. I can't help what I see. Don't shoot the messenger. And like maybe some of you like fucking like someone you love like died in this way that like was really disturbing, and that like maybe you're the only person who knows, or like maybe you know someone who's been murdered. And, like maybe there's things that you don't want to hold yourself responsible for. You know, I mean, it feels good to say it. It's better than to hide it, right? And I feel like some of you might be hiding in this guilt and this shame and this sort of feeling of, oh my God, right? And I get it. Like, in my personal life, I have my own dark mythology. I come from some lore. Like, I have my own lore. I have my own shed of secrets and darkness. I'm not going to talk about it right now, but maybe that's why I'm able to perceive this, because there's something sinister that has been done that some of you might be sitting with and brooding with and holding for a long time, calculating, trying to find ways to understand it or unearth it. When I get these kind of messages, I always feel a little bit hesitant to put it on the internet because I'm like, who is this person, And I'm trained to always have unconditional love for all my clients in the highest good, of course, with the knowing that, clear sight opens doors, and that, the price that I pay for um, holding clear sight is that I have to see through myself too. And seeing through oneself also is a gateway to see through other people. And I don't know why I'm saying this, but I think that there's this pile. It feels like there's this need to know how I know what I know, or what you think I know, because I don't really know anything. I'm just channeling. There's a need to control the onslaught of information that protects these secrets, because some of these secrets might be deeply occult. Because I'm reading for the collective, I don't feel like it's necessary for me to divulge in the totality of the things that I'm seeing, but I'm seeing some things that are very disturbing. I'm seeing some things that are indicative of satanic ritual abuse. I'm seeing some things that have to, definitely be illegal in most countries. I'm also feeling the energy of how most of these things that I'm seeing, people did not want me to see them. Like they're being blocked from me in some ways. I once again have to reiterate that I feel like some of the people watching this didn't even believe that I had the ability to see in these things, and they were just clicking on it because they're like, oh, psychic. I'm gonna post a lot of stuff on my channel in the years to come, so maybe you're looking back and you know me from my music or anything else, and you're like, oh shit. Okay. I feel like I painted that vibration pretty well. The reason why you've clicked on this spread, some of you are very vindictive and just want to feel powerful. Look, the candles are now at the jar. Some of you, on a deeper level, want to sort of redeem yourself from whatever the burden is that you carry. Some of you, this burden might be sexual abuse from your past. Maybe you sexually abused someone, or both. It also could come from a long held family secret that has sort of intergenerationally been like crossed and held over time. It seems like the more that I talk about what these secrets are, the more the energy could eat me alive. So, see, if you're still watching from pile one, I don't know. Ah! I burned myself. Don't play with fire. But I told you that they'll go out. See. Anyway, yeah, I burned myself, but I'm okay. There's this need to redeem oneself, as I said, and it's because on a deep level, your soul is trying to grow, and your soul is trying to change, and I feel like some of you might have just clicked off because the candle just went out. Sorry, I'll light another one. And that's why you feel a need to continue, right? And I don't mean to make this seem scarier than it is, because for some of you, this might just be the need to be honest. For some of you, this might just be like a specific trauma. And for others, it might be something really sinister, but whatever the secret is, it's very overwhelming. So, I don't want this to eat us alive. I'm going to pull a card. So, the solution for this is the Queen of Pentacles, which to me symbolizes Mother Mary. So, I'm just going to ask for Mother Mary to clear your aura and to just fill you with divine love and forgiveness and compassion. The absolute only way through this, if you want to, I'm just hearing, redeem your life and heal, is to know that the divine that birthed you and everything that is infinitely compassionate and has infinite forgiveness for you. And if you allow yourself to receive this forgiveness, if you can feel it, I hope you can feel it off of my energy, because I feel it. If you can allow yourself to receive that, like, you'll be okay. And I'm not a doctor, I'm not a lawyer. This is for entertainment purposes only. For some of you who may have committed a crime, redemption looks like turning yourself in or talking to the right people. It doesn't necessarily look like all of you are going to turn yourself in, especially if you were also victims to a death that you didn't report. If that makes any sense at all. This is getting kind of specific. If it's about like an unresolved cold case, and if you brought up more information, it would create more harm to not just yourself, but also the family of the victim or victims. And if you know that factually, logically to be true, the redemption might be something different. It might be going to a church or a synagogue. It might be confessing to a priest if that feels right for you. It might even be going for like a swim in a really sacred water. But yeah, there needs to be some kind of redemption. The actions that you feel like you're supposed to take will come through when you allow yourself to receive forgiveness and compassion from the divine. And when you do that, you will know exactly what to do. And I feel like most of you who want to heal will feel very relieved at the idea of doing the thing that you want to do, even though it might make things worse in the beginning. And for those of you who don't want to do anything, I feel like they already clicked off. So, yeah, that's your pile 2. Thank you for tuning in. I wish you well on your journey, and namaste. The light in Macy's light in you. Okay. Pile 3. We had a crazy pile. This is gonna be an interesting one too. If you're pile 3, you chose this.
What's your secret? Ah!
This cat. She's my favorite, actually. I love her very much. Whew. This is interesting. I'm feeling a little stuffy. I'm feeling a little stagnant. I'm feeling a little desolate and worn out. This feels a lot like repression. It feels a lot like secrecy. It feels a lot like not entirely knowing where you stand. It feels like a deep sense of confusion. And you're such an innocent like being. Like there's something about you that's just so deeply, like, for lack of a better word, just like adorable and innocent. And I might need another candle. You guys, I'm gonna go get another candle. I'll be right back. What do you think? Should I burn green, yellow, or red? Green, yellow, or red? Kind of want to do yellow. Sorry if you guys wanted green. Okay, I just want to keep it color coordinated because I don't want the wax to spill out brown. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you guys are very deeply innocent, but the innocence is also a little bit naive because I think that, like, it seems like you know who you are, but I don't know if you know who you are through your thoughts or through your feelings. Like, it feels like on a deep level, like you're still trying to work at it a little bit. And you got some stuff to think about, and there's some part of you that's in stasis. I think that's the secret, is that there's a deep part of you that is a little bit detached from the outside world, kind of hiding, kind of clenched, maybe a little bit insecure or self-conscious. Oh my god, look at that purple light. Do you see that purple light? I didn't see that until now. This is fun. Look at this purple light. Wow. I wonder what happens if I put my face near it. I don't understand what's going on, but I like this. I wonder if this has to do with you. I wonder if you're a magical soul. Every soul's magical, but like, look at this purple light. Wow. Oh my god. It's like a weird movie. I think that, yeah, like there's a part of you that's just in stasis. Sort of like not entirely sure what's going on. A little bit confused, maybe. I think on a deep level, you're still figuring out who you are by what you like and what you feel. But yeah, there's just this like energy that like you have to work at it. You have to work at expressing yourself. And I think you're denying or hiding from yourself, or maybe your secret. You might know this. I didn't. This intention is not like what you're hiding. Like y'all might know. I just saw a strange ghost in my house. Archangel Michael, clear my house. Some of you might, you know who you are. You know what you're doing, but it's like I think what I'm feeling is like inside of you, no matter who you are externally, like inside of you, like your will is that of like an old lady, like an old lady who's like, oh man, I gotta get. Oh, I have to do my old lady voice. Ah, ah man, I gotta get the groceries. That's not an old lady voice. I could do better. Oh man. Okay, I'm embarrassing myself. Maybe I'll do an old man voice. Oh, how is your vegetables? Oh man, I gotta get the groceries. It's 8:50 all over again. I gotta take a walk. Apples, bananas. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna keep going. I do so much better when I'm alone. I just saw a giant snake in my apartment. Archangel Michael, clear my apartment. The good thing though is that I hear the birds. So, okay, so like you are just on a deep level, like having to work out some stuff, and your psyche is just a little slow. Not in like a disorienting or judgmental or like you're slow kind of way, but like in like a okay, I'm just gonna do this. 1, 2, 3. It's just like there's a part of your like psychic world, your subconscious psychic world that processes information like really slowly, and so there's this like sort of aloofness to you that's your secret. People might not think that of you, but that's like something about you. Um, yes. But on a deep level, you're also very effervescent with this beautiful purple light we got going on. I'm gonna get like a little card for like any guidance for you. Oh, okay. Open yourself up to your emotional world. Allow yourself to realize that in some ways you're closed to the world and to other cultures and to what is new and interesting and exciting, and you might maybe be a bit of a spinster yourself. I feel like some of you might even like jokingly call yourself that, either with your closest friends or in secret. You know, some of you guys might be blocking yourself off from the outside world. It's like the vibes of people who like to read a lot of fantasy novels, but like they don't really go outside. Like, I don't know, like that. Or like you have to like make art like 24 hours in your bedroom like all night or something. I don't know. I'm like amazed. You guys, I'm amazed that I am up at this hour because I'm like watching the sunrise and I'm like, that's so weird. Like, I'm not a morning person, I'm a night person. Like, I'm like, this is my version of staying up really late, but I'm like, oh, I just stayed up all night. Huh. Anyway, some of you guys might be like just really reclusive, and sometimes that can close you from experiences and from love and from interesting journeys. Go out into the world, travel, go to Europe. You're safe enough in your slow processing of information to not put yourself into any dangerous situations or make mistakes. Like you can go out and explore a little bit. It's okay. Just if you're underage, like make sure your parents are with you. If you have not gone out ever before, make sure you take a friend with you and pepper spray and just be street smart, you know. But you can go out and have fun. You can go out and explore. And this is like your permission to do so. You have what it takes. I know you feel insecure about it in some ways, but like you're supposed to. Like you're supposed to. And going out will like help you with those insecurities and help you realize that the world is not so dangerous of a place. And some of you might be like in the realm of like either logistical, realistic, logical, or fictional, or just emotional field reporting, which means that like you're gonna get a lot of insight about humanity and about the world and about existence and about life itself through traveling and being uncomfortable and then learning from it and gaining experiences. I know it's a little painful and scary at times, but it will open your heart and it will heal you and it will be a really good thing for you to do. So yeah, I think that's what I got for you. It is 5 in the morning. I'm either gonna watch the sunrise or sleep. Wish me luck. I wish you luck. The light in me sees the light in you, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Okay, everybody who watched this reading, that was crazy and fun. I cannot believe that I did that at this hour. Good night.